Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some No More Heroes 3. So let's hop right in and start a new game. Now keep in mind, I would start from the first two games and Travis Strikes Back. But yeah, all I have is just Travis Strikes Back, and this game, of course. Mostly due to the fact that 1 and 2 aren't on, PS5, which is the main thing I record videos from. So yeah. Also keep in mind, if you're like photosensitive and stuff, click off this video now.
Nobody at school had
and
it.
just don't watch this
But I was
series
super
at all.
into it for some reason.
So yeah.
It was called Deathman. It was a side-scrolling action game. It was like a clone of one of those famous Japanese games. But it was so cool. These aliens from the planet Death take over Earth, and they print the human scores on their arms. Intelligence and beauty. If either score drops below 100, they get killed. A murder show begins.
So this is weird. So Deathman.
But one man put a stop to this terrible
but yeah.
game.
Whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna work on Travis Strikes Back,
Deathman
or Travis
fights
Strikes
against
Again,
the
or whatever
Death
the game's
aliens.
called.
To protect the planet Earth, he kills
If
off all
No More
10
Heroes
of the top
1
evil
or
Death
2
aliens.
get added, I will also work on those whenever they get added,
Then,
if they ever get
when he
added
kills
to
General
PS5.
Death at the end,
I just really
reveals
wish
his
that they
true
would,
identity.
if I'm being honest.
Who really
So
is
yeah.
Deathman? How did it end?
But yeah, I have been playing No More
remember.
Heroes 1
I
on my
totally
Switch.
forgot.
Since that's the only console I know
The
you can get it
mystery of
at.
Deathman is still unsolved
So
for me.
yeah.
But that's about to change.
Whenever I get the chance, I will be playing.
A remake version was released.
The first
now
two
I can
games in the
finally
series.
find out who Deathman really is.
So yeah, I just really like the concept of No More Heroes, if I'm being honest.
General Death.
I mean, come on, especially Travis's weapon being the light katana, I think that's what it's called. So yeah. It's honestly like one of the most interesting video game weapons I have ever seen. Especially since it's so close to a lightsaber. So yeah. Let's just try and see what I can do here. I gotta take out some of these aliens. Whenever I get the opportunity to. Okay, let's just try and take out some of these aliens and then try and take out that big guy. Because I think that's the one thing I know I gotta do right now. And also I gotta try and keep the word death up. Like in more closely spelled. So yeah, let's just try and take out this big tiger fish guy. Since I know that's the one thing I know I gotta do. Yeah, I just really love the concept of No More Heroes. I wish that there would be like more available games on PS5 and stuff. Whenever mostly due to the fact that I just really want to play every No More Heroes game on this channel. Oh yeah, keep in mind, I know that I mentioned that I won't be playing any more games until the near future, like at least a few months, but I decided to cancel some of the series.
So today was
like it was like 4 or 5 of them. Mostly because it was games that I wouldn't even have continued making videos on anyways. So yeah. Why does this animation style look so similar? I could have sworn I saw some videos on YouTube that use a very similar animation style. I can't remember who made the videos, but I know I recognize this animation style. You know, like it just feels so similar to me, yet so unique. I think one of the videos is like some kind of like goblin like killing ring where like it says like it talks about like all the goblins that a player encounters in a game is like just new goblins instead of infinitely respawning ones.
I love you.
So yeah.
Best friends forever, Fu.
Yeah, for reasons you'll learn most likely later on in this video, Fu is not to be trusted. So yeah. Okay, don't.
Goodbye, Fu.
Doesn't anybody find it weird how just a tiny little alien and a kid who's no older than like
You're going
13 to
back to your
15 built a giant rocket? Like, doesn't anybody find that weird? Well, but then again, it is No More Heroes, so I'm not even gonna question it.
You really mean it, Fu? Promise?
I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure that Jean, you know, like Travis's half sister Jean, not the mentor, the cat, or his daughter,
Go, Fu.
but like his half sister. I'm pretty sure that initially she was like planned to be like Travis's girlfriend or something, or like ex, something like that. I think she was initially planned to be one of those. But yeah, speaking of Travis's half sister, learning about her past from slowed down footage, oh my god, I just feel bad for her, like in a multitude of ways. And if I ever get around to playing No More Heroes, like the game that Jean is featured in, yeah, you'll learn exactly why I feel bad for her. Well, actually, never mind, considering
Sir,
I'm pretty
it
sure
is
in the
time
base
for
game
the
it's like
board meeting.
sped up.
We need to go back in.
So yeah.
Just give me a minute.
There should be like a video
I've got an
that
appointment.
slowed down that footage and,
But
you know, talks about her
I am not
past.
aware of.
Just watch.
You know, I'll make like a community post for that. Whenever I get done with this video. So yeah. Yeah, that big guy with the cape, that's Fu.
Fu.
Yeah, hard to
that
believe,
you?
ain't it?
Damon, I love you!
Fu!
Looks like you've been living large, Damon. You used our powers to get yourself a pretty sweet piece of the pie.
Are you really Fu?
Yeah.
Thanks to you, I was able to
That
return to
is
my
actually
land.
Fu from what I've
And now
researched about
here
this
I
game.
am,
I never fully
a
beat it,
full-on
but
prince.
still.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm hella bored. I got nothing to do.
I wouldn't
I
doubt
wiped
that.
out the neighboring planet, but then I was court-martialed and
Oh yeah,
exiled
that
to the
blonde
Black
girl,
Hole prison.
she actually ended up marrying Travis, I
These
think.
dudes are my buddies. We met in the hole.
So yeah.
Nice to meet you, everyone.
Hey, Damon.
And also, that's the
let's
mother
team
to
up
his
and
kids,
make
I
this
think.
planet ours.
Ours? What do you mean?
I'm talking about taking it over, duh! Do it!
What did you
To be
do?
honest, one thing I really love about the No More
Apparently,
Heroes
superheroes
series
are popular
is
in this
easily the
country. So we're
animation.
gonna
That is
jump on
easily
that.
one of my favorite
Right,
parts
Mr.
because
Big
I
Shot.
just love, like, I'm a sucker for cel shading.
What
Like, I
are
am
you?
easily one of the biggest suckers for
I'm
that.
a goddamn superhero.
Yeah, I don't think superheroes go around blowing up entire cities with just an entire blast. I don't think superheroes go around doing that. Okay. I need to get over to the door. And just get out of here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that guy that I'm playing as right now. I think that's Travis. And yeah, that cat, it's also named
Was today
Jean.
the 4th of
Yeah,
July?
there's a lot of
If not,
characters named
is the Empire
Jean
striking
throughout this
back or
franchise,
what?
from what I've learned.
Looks like things are gonna get weird.
So
today.
yeah, like there's Travis's half sister, his daughter, his cat, and his mentor. Possibly further than that.
Possibly even be here.
So yeah.
What the hell is the prince even worried about? Eh, whatever. Let's destroy it.
Honestly, there's quite a bit for Boo and everybody to be worried about, considering Travis and his team are here.
I'm gonna build my tower right here.
But yeah,
Okay,
one thing I
you're very
really
clear.
love, like, I just really love the
Radar's
animation.
picking up
I am a
something weak.
sucker.
There's something
I am a
real
flat
flippin'
out
down below.
sucker for cell animation, for cell animation, or whatever you would call that. I think it's called cell shading animation. Like, I am easily the biggest sucker for that. I just love it more than anything. There's no way anything could top that kind of animation style for me. Like, you know, particularly from the earlier games. Like, there's just nothing that tops it in my mind, because I just love that comic book aesthetic.
Can I ask you something?
You know,
are you guys
that's easily
aliens?
one of the types of things I love. Heck, that's one of my biggest praises for the Spider-Verse movies, is, you know, the cell shading on that. So, yeah.
You know how to take these guys down?
Strategy is born.
Why is that one girl in the dress? Why does she kind of sound like Harley Quinn?
Let me have some fun. Fucking losers. Let's go.
She sounds just like Harley Quinn. I can't be the only one who thinks that. She sounds just like Harley Quinn. Okay, let's just try and take out this guy right here.
And you're seriously gonna die.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's
I gotta
doing
try
great
and
today.
reload the, recharge the gun. I mean, not the gun, but the, you know, sword. Like Katana.
Today's title is No
Let's
More
just
Heroes
try
Dead.
and,
After the opening
let's just
sequence,
try and do
we
whatever
will
I
take a
can
closer look.
to heal myself up, and also beat this fight too.
Gamers have but one goal. To take down the
Yeah, I
opponent
know
in
this
front of
motion
them.
a little too well.
Hurry up and grab the
Just don't ask me
controller.
how,
The
if I'm
game
being
has already
honest.
started.
Well, honestly, I bet too many gamers know that kind of motion all too well. No insult to gamers, by the way, because that would also mean I'm insulting myself, if I'm being honest. So yeah. But clearly, I would be insulting myself in the process, too. And also a large portion of and pretty much everybody in my audience, too, so... Yeah, I was just trying to make a little jab, if anything.
The hell is this? Are these really aliens? Juvie, check this out.
All right. Its atomic composition is unknown. I will expand the range of this search to include the entire galaxy. I had a hit.
Oh, come on, at least help out your friends, Travis. Come on.
So they really are aliens.
Huh.
Things are getting real funky real quick.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that the generic enemies are aliens. I wouldn't doubt... Like, I wouldn't accept that. Considering I would say that they're more of astral projections, if anything. I would say that they're more close to that than actual aliens. Kind of like the gems from Steven Universe. I would say that they're also more close to astral projections. Okay. You know what? One thing I really find weird is how Travis is basically the equivalent of everything stereotypical about otaku culture. Like, he's basically every stereotype thrown into one. Except the fact that, well, unlike a large portion of otakus, Travis actually got laid. You know? Like, he's basically, you know, like a kind of fedora-wearing otaku. Except the only difference is, Travis actually got the girl and then inevitably got laid too. That's pretty much the only difference from the stereotypical otaku and Travis, if anything.
No, it's just...
And the fact he also has friends too, so that's also another big difference from Travis and the stereotypical otaku. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, Travis is like 41 in this game.
I'll lay it out for you.
He's like
So
41.
you're basically my navigator, huh?
Come on, man.
So
Don't
yeah,
underestimate my prowess
that's
in
kind of
battle.
weird whenever you
I'm
think
right
about
up
it.
there with
He's like in
you.
his 40s.
Yeah, let's
I'm
not
pretty sure he
use
was
that
like
comparison
27 in
anymore.
No More
It's gonna
Heroes
make things
1
more
too.
confusing.
So yeah, let's just try and take out some of these aliens here. Okay. Let's just try and take out some of these aliens. I honestly, I just really wish that I could play No More Heroes 1 and 2 on the channel. But right now, I just don't really see a way I can. Okay, let's just try to recharge the light katana. yeah, that took out 6 blocks of my health.
Right on.
Thankfully, I can just pick out this guy right here. Keep in mind, I am gonna have to do a little bit of side quests to try and get done with the boss rush.
As you can see,
To get
things got all
twice
funky
through the leaderboards.
real quick.
I'm gonna try and do
Probably
at least
some
most of them
planet-eating
off
type
camera,
waiting for me up ahead.
but I will be doing
All
some of them
yoked and
on
powerful
camera.
and trying to take over the
You know,
world or something.
Mostly due to the fact that, you know, a lot of them do repeat,
But
and I'm
don't
just
you
gonna
worry.
be trying to do
The
as
hero
many as
decides.
possible.
What? There are
Um,
no heroes in this world? Oh, but there totally are. My name is Travis Touchdown. I'm the last hero around, here to save the world. I'm also just a passing assassin. Here we go.
Jesus
Taking a
Christ, I
kill
could
trip on
smell his
Death
breath from right there. Through the screen, mind you. Yeah, No More Heroes 3. Yeah, honestly, something that I really enjoy about this game is the fact that it
You know
actually
what to
shows
do,
developments in technology.
If you want to keep living a comfortable life,
So yeah,
kill them all.
honestly, one thing I really like is the
Unleash the
humor of this
insanity,
franchise.
Travis. Let it flow.
Yeah, it does
The
have a lot of
pure,
tragic moments, like with
primitive
Gene's
insanity.
backstory, but it does also have a
The
lot of
Garden
heart
of
and humor
Insanity
that I
is
really
awaiting
enjoy.
your
Like, it
return.
blends them so well together that I just don't see, like, this game working as well without any of them. Like, any of those qualities that it has that makes
Oh, my
up.
stomach hurts. Too many beers. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I need a toilet. Perfect location.
Yeah, the toilets are basically the
Oh, yeah,
save
don't forget.
locations.
Always stop by the toilet if you find one, especially before boss fights. You need time to get your
Yeah.
thoughts in order. So you know, save your damn game.
Yeah, toilets are save points in the No More Heroes franchise. Thankfully, it doesn't show anything, as far as I can tell. So yeah, this is pretty much, like, thankfully it adds that bar of, like, what I can only assume is toilet paper over, like, you know, all nudity from the characters. So yeah, that's easily kind of like a meta humor thing, if anything. I'm not even gonna bother, you know, spending any money here, mostly due to the fact that it's just a waste, since I never learned how to use the sushi stuff. So yeah. Wait. What is this? I think that might be the next area. Yep, it is. Okay, that's good. I need to just try and beat this area and inevitably beat the boss too.
Sweet
Which is that one guy with the giant, pixelated vortex on his head.
strawberry.
Okay, let's just try and, you know, use the attacks here. Since that's easily what I need to do.
Raspberry.
Double kill.
Yeah, I need to do a perfect dodge. Yeah. Come on, try and attack me. So that way I can try and take you out already. And not to the sushi place that's on the other side of the store. Okay, I need to try and throw these enemies. First, I'm gonna have to stun them first. Okay, let's just try and do this. Okay, let's just try and do whatever I can to, you know, take out this enemy. Yeah, I'm not doing too hot. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do to beat all these enemies. I just really want to try and do whatever I can. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Okay, there we go. Let's just try and take out all these enemies. Okay, I just need to do this real quick. Yeah, I really need to try and do whatever I can. I really need to try and, you know, take out all enemies. Let's use full armor mode already, so that way I can, you know, just finish up this tutorial. This is more or less just a tutorial thing, if anything. So yeah, I just really want to try and beat all enemies and then just beat the boss too. Since the boss is like the end of the tutorial segment, if anything. Wow, that only took me like a minute and a half. Also, keep in mind, I will be working on other games, but as of right now, I just don't really think I can, you know, I want to play other games since I already got 2 other videos recorded. And then, after that, I just don't know. I might work on other games, like, future videos, but I just don't think I can think of a game that I want to play, like, as bad for, future videos. But yeah, let's just try and work through No More Heroes 3, and just work through the boss here.
Gene, where are we?
In the core of the spacecraft.
So this is where the real hardcore bad guys are.
Yeah, those are...
What's that egg?
That looks like
You know,
xenomorph
like in that famous
eggs, if
movie where a
anything.
monster pops out of the egg and attacks.
So basically,
The egg is cracked.
that was the intention, to
Something
make them
not
look
so
like
good is gonna
xenomorph
come out of that
eggs.
thing.
That was the intention, I guess.
Oh, you're a cute little guy. Come here, little buddy.
Oh
you're so
yeah,
good walking, aren't you?
come to think of it, I've been
Yes, you
thinking a
are.
lot about how much controversy I was right about whenever it comes to content creators. Oh my god, I am
Let me pick
so
you up,
surprised
little
at how many times I ended up being right with predicting, like, controversy and stuff. Like, oh my god, it easily had to have happened at least 10, 20 times throughout my entire career as a YouTuber. Like, Jesus Christ, it's happened way too many times.
Where am I?
Like, for it to be a coincidence, if anything. Like, there's just no way I predicted so much controversy within the span of 2 years. Like, it's just so crazy to me, you know?
My boss, Fu, he went bad shit crazy. Destroyed the whole planet. Ha, ain't that a bitch?
It is indeed. So why not get revenge?
Revenge against Fu? We wouldn't
Like,
last 3
come to think of it, I
seconds
got
against
controversy
him.
right from Mizkif.
Are you okay
Ludwig,
with a life of
um,
submission?
Well, that's
Technically,
how I
but to a
live.
different
It's my
degree,
destiny.
Valkyrie,
Rethink this.
Bow the
You can still
Whale,
go back.
technically Iron
Go on back
Mouse,
to space.
No can do. Either way,
um,
Fu's gonna kill me.
I technically did get controversy
Yeah,
correct for
about that
poor
destiny.
intention, since I
I'll put an
predicted that
end
all
to
of it
that
was
for
false.
you.
Sounds good.
Then there's like a few others past that, I think. But yeah, let's just try and pick out this guy right here, since that's what I know I gotta do. Okay, let's just try and hit his arm. Since I know I gotta try and do that real quick. Okay, let's just try and keep up my dodging too, since I know I gotta do that. Okay, let's just try and deal as much damage as possible. Yeah, I really gotta try and take out, at least his yellow ball. That's what I know I gotta do, for the most part. Yeah, I gotta try and take out as much of his health as possible.
Double kill.
Yeah, I gotta avoid those forward things. Since that's easily the one thing I know I gotta do. Okay. Let's just try and deal as much damage as possible. And to be able to take out this boss. I think he's like the final enemy for this particular tutorial area. Wow, this took a lot less time than what I thought it would, if I'm being honest. Okay. Let's just try and take him out already. Since I need to try and, at least get him down to the red, which is about the halfway point. Okay, I need to try and build up my health while I'm at it. Since that's easily, the most important thing. Okay, I am screwed if I can't build up my health anymore. Okay, I need to work on my dodging, if anything. Let's just attack his arm already. Okay. Come on out. You weird black roll guy. Yeah, I need to try and work on my dodging, so that way I can keep my health up at least some. Okay. Yeah, his yellow bar is pretty good so far. With how much lower it is. I need to try and take him out already. Keep in mind, this was initially going to be like a Resident Evil 6 video. But yeah, my partner just kept screwing me over like the partner character. It just wouldn't resuscitate me for some reason. I have no clue why. Like, it just kept screwing me over, if anything. Okay, I need to... Crap, I got screwed, but thankfully, I can just get a boost from you know, respawning and trying this fight again.
One more time.
Okay, your luck is improving. Your next slot effect will always be Mustang mode. Oh. I don't know what all the spin wheel effects do. Hopefully I can beat it on this attempt, because I've been working on my dodging a little bit. You know, with what I can anyway. Crap, I wasted that. That sucks. Let's just try and take out as much of his health as possible anyways. That's all I can do. Okay, I need to try and avoid some of these, you know, dash attacks. Okay. Let's just try and take out this guy's health. You know, since I kind of have no other options right now. Yeah, I need to get up. Okay, let's just try to use this attack. Yeah, I need to try and, you know, keep my health up. Okay. I need to attack the arm, so that way I can deal as much damage as possible. I need to recharge the sword. Okay, let's just attack the arms already. So that way I can actually try and see what I can do. And try and make it past this boss. Okay, there he is. I've already learned a lot of his attack patterns. So yeah, I won't have to worry about too much of that. Okay, let's recharge the light katana. So that way I can have a little bit of added safety. Yeah, that's easily the worst part about the game for me, is the fact that you have to constantly charge up your sword to have at least a little bit of damage. That's easily the worst part about the game for me. Mostly because I just hate the fact that, like, guns, that's a different story because it at least makes sense. But light katanas, that really doesn't, if I'm being honest. Considering you don't have to see that happen for, like, lightsabers, so why is it any different for, like, you know, a similar weapon? Okay, I need to try and avoid those arms. Okay, let's just try this again and then just, you know, get that wheel. I wonder what the Mustang is. Let's try this again. Okay. What? What? It said that it would be the next roll would be like Mustang. That makes no sense.
Come on.
So yeah, why is it all the way at like the most unlucky option? Okay, let's just try this again. Since you know that's all I really can do. It's just trying to retry this fight. Okay, I just really need to try and do whatever I can to try and take out his health. Let's recharge my katana. Okay. I'm doing a lot better than them. So let's just try and do as much damage as possible. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna recharge my katana. And now time to attack the arm. Try and do as much damage as possible. Okay, let's just try and take out as much of his health as possible. Okay. Yeah, I need to just try and stay out of the path of his dash attack. And then just avoid his jump down. Okay. I'm doing a lot better, I think, in this playthrough. Or at least this attempt. So yeah, let's just try and pick out as much of his health as possible. Hopefully that... Wait, was that the Mustang thing that it mentioned on the roulette? I think it was. Okay, let's just try and take out these arms. Okay, there's the arm that I need to attack. So let's just try and take, as much damage as possible. Give it out to him. Okay, where is he? There's a dash attack, so I gotta avoid the line. Thankfully it only moves in a straight line. That's easily the best part about that attack, that it only moves in a straight line. Let's just try and get the yellow line here. Okay, I need to just avoid the circle attack. That's easily the worst attack for me to avoid, since I just try and go in guns a-blazing. Okay, I'm in invincible mode, so that's easily the best thing to do. I don't know how long it lasts, if I'm being honest. Okay, hopefully I still had invincible mode. Nope, I didn't. That sucks. Let's just try and take him out already, and avoid these pits while I'm at it. Since that's easily the most dangerous part about this fight is the pits, considering how much damage they do. Okay, let's just try and, deal as much damage as possible. Okay, I need to just try and stay out of this pit right here. Nope, I'm screwed. Yeah, I really need to try and deal more damage, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's recharge the, katana. And just try and take out as much of his health as I can. Okay. Let's just try and get him down to the red as far as possible. Okay, what is that? Wait, what did that do? I have no clue what Mustang does. Okay, let's just try and take out as much of his health as possible. Okay. I need to fully replenish my health, if anything. I know that there's a roulette thing for that. Okay. What? How was I supposed to avoid that? Like, how? Like, genuinely, how was I supposed to avoid that? I think I just have to jump over it.
Alright.
Let's just see if I can get the luckiest one. Oh. Well, that sucks. Let's just try this again.
Here we go.
Hopefully I can beat it this attempt. So yeah, let's just try and do as much damage as possible. Well, screw you, buddy. At least I didn't take as much damage as I possibly could have. But still, it was a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to retry this fight. So yeah, whenever I get the chance anyways. Because that is just way too low of health for me to, take this seriously. That is just way too low. Maybe I can win it this attempt. Maybe, because I have been in worse predicaments and came out on top. Whenever it comes to gaming, I have been in worse. So, yeah. Let's just try and take out this guy already. Just see what I can do. Okay, that's good. Okay, I just really have to try and take out as much of this health as possible. I can use the death kick. So, yeah, I'm gonna use that as quickly as possible whenever I get the chance to. And then just try and take out, as much of this yellow health as possible. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Yeah, that's the arm attack, so I gotta try and deal as much damage here as possible.
Come on.
Okay, let's try and, recharge the light katana. Okay. I'm doing a lot better attempt, I think, considering my health is pretty high for what it should be anyways. Okay, I think that's charging up. Yep, it's for the arm attack, so let's go ahead and just try and take out some of the health here. Okay, I need to recharge the light katana. Okay. Come on, let it be the dash attack. Yep, it is. That should give me the best opportunity to deal damage here. Is with the dash attack. So yeah, let's just try and take out as much of his health as possible. Okay, I'm down to 3 bars of yellow health. Yeah, I'm in a really bad position right now. Okay, let's just try and take out some more of the yellow health. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Let's just try and take out some of this red health, since I can do that right now. How am I supposed to avoid that attack? It's clearly too big for me to jump over, and then I can't just run around it, so... okay, there we go. Yeah, I have no clue how I'm supposed to beat this fight, unless if I get multiple invincibles. So yeah. Wow.
Don't let me down,
this is
dude.
like a really long fight.
Nice one.
Let's see what this does. Ooh, 1.5 times attack boost, so that's gonna help me out a lot. Any sort of attack boost is easily the best thing I can have in this game. So yeah, let's just try and see what I can do. Okay. Let's just try and deal as much damage to arms, especially since it's basically just free damage anyways. Okay, let's just try and do as much as I can. Okay, I've already got pretty decent damage on the yellow ball. Okay. Yeah, I need to try and avoid the dash attack. Man, the one time I do a perfect dodge is whenever I can't do damage. That really sucks. So let's just try and see what I can do here. Let's just try and take out as much of his health as possible. Okay, I need to do as much as I can. Since I know that there's another phase of the fight, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, let's just charge the katana. Okay. I need to try and do more damage. Since I need to try and get him into the red, like, as low as possible. With that. So let's just try and take out as much of the yellow as possible. Since that's all I really have left for this fight. Okay. Yep, I should have enough freedom to do as much here as possible, or at least close to it. Yep, that's pretty good. Let's just try and do as much as I can. I don't know how far into the red I am. Let's just try and jump over this. Nope, I can't. I failed. I tried to jump over it, but I failed immediately. Okay, let's just try and avoid the arms. Let's just try and do as much damage to these arms as possible. Since that's all I really know I can do. Free, attack. Okay, I think that canceled that attack. That's honestly pretty good. Let's just try and get out of here. Okay, I think I canceled that attack. That's honestly really good, if I'm being honest. Let's just take out this arm here. Yeah, I think this is the furthest I made it into this fight so far. Okay, let's just try and do as much damage as possible. Okay. Now time for the death kick. Yeah, I need to try and build up another death kick. So that way I can actually, do as much damage as possible. Okay, I'm doing... Wait, please don't kill me. Crap, that killed me. Oh man, if I wasn't in that vortex, I would have won the fight. Crap, that screwed me over. Jesus Christ.
All right,
If I didn't land in that vortex, I would have won. Let's get the G. Since I think that's the best one. Wait, that was easily the best one since Gene, he can replenish your health. Yeah, that's easily the best one you can get on the entire wheel. So yeah. Thankfully, I got the Gene, the cat. So yeah. Let's just try and work through this again. There's another phase, too.
Travis,
Oh, hey, Gene.
where is this?
Inside him. We're basically in his universe.
Well, that sucks. I'll begin searching for hostiles.
So that
Okay, I just need to try and, you know, hit him with as many attacks as possible. Yeah, I know. I think I know where to go. I just gotta try and avoid this. Those portals, those are basically not damaging kind, I think. Unless if you get them wrong, I guess. Wait, I think the way that Gene is pointing, like aiming, I think that's the correct portal to go through. Okay, it's this one. I don't know where the next one will be, if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna try anyways. Okay. Gene's sleeping, so let's just try and go here. I think any of them will work. Never mind. None of them work. Or at least the one I used anyways. I have no clue if this is the right one. Yeah, it wasn't. So I know which one is the correct one now. So let's just try and get through. Hopefully I can get to the end of the fight. Here we go. Let's just try and destroy this eye thing.
Sorry!
Yeah, there's another phase after this too. So yeah, let's just try and beat that. Since I know I gotta try and get past this as much as possible. So that way I can actually finish up the video.
Not there, Travis.
So yeah.
Where the hell are you, black hole?
Calm down, Travis. Go left.
Left?
Oh.
Left.
Let's just try and take him out already.
Henshin.
515. So this is... So does that work like, you know, like how the Marvel Universe does? With, like, Earth and stuff? Okay, let's just try and see what I can do to deal damage. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do. Okay, let's just try and deal as much damage as possible. You know, since I need to try and deal as much damage as I can. Okay, that's phase 1. Let's just try and see what I can do with all of this. Okay, let's just use, you know, this cactus. That's easily the best one I got. Yeah, I really need to try and take out as much of this guy's health as possible. That's easily the one thing I know I gotta do. Yeah. Let's just try and aim that attack at his head. I think that's the best place to aim it at. Okay, I think that I'm close to the end of the first phase. I think. Yeah, this is phase 2 now. Wow, and I almost immediately beat it. Wow, you would think that phase 2 would be harder than phase 1, but phase 1 was harder than phase 2. So yeah, that's the end of that fight. Considering I think that was the last phase I had to go through. So yeah, easily a pretty good game so far. I really liked what I played. Hopefully this is safe for YouTube. I don't know if it is though. Okay, sorry about me turning off the mic there. I just had to pop my fingers because, you know, like, I was just really tense and I just had to, you know, pop them to loosen them up a little.
Don't
underestimate
Earthlings.
Yeah, well, Mr. Black Hole, you just got defeated by an Earthling.
What data?
So, don't underestimate us, I guess.
From your behavioral and strategic patterns.
Fine. Do whatever you want with that. I'm more badass than a black demon.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
gonna have to.
everyone,
He's gonna send
I'm
that
leaving the
to
rest
Boo, isn't
up
he?
to you.
Um,
Prince Fu, seriously, ever since way
What?
back when, you really...
Wow, that took me at least a few minutes just to get done. At least 10, 20 minutes just to get done with that one fight.
Congratulations,
Easily so.
Travis.
Sylvia? Is it really you? How are the kids?
You have managed to take Downs in number 10 ranked, Black Hole. And you have been recognized as number 10 in the galactic rankings.
Number 10 in what rankings?
Rules are rules. The battle has already begun. You are in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
So you cannot
I just wonder
escape or
how
just
a
disappear.
nerdy, shut-in
You can
otaku like
only
Travis
fight
managed to
here.
pull that.
So
Let
I need
alone
to
have
win,
kids with her.
Yes.
You know?
And what happens
Especially
once I
with
take
some of the
everyone
interests
out?
that he's shown to enjoy in the original game.
For reals? I'll do it. Please, let me do it.
Okay.
Holy
Now go out
crap!
and earn the entry
If
fee
what
for
she's
the next
willing to
battle.
do to Travis is that bad that it can't even be said in an M-rated
Also,
game,
what
that
are
says
these
how...
guys?
Oh
Where do you
my
come from?
god, I just want to
Sorry, I'm
know!
sort of in a hurry.
Jesus
I'll mail you
Christ!
later, so be sure to check
Oh
it out.
my god!
Wait! Sylvia, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, I don't know how I should feel about that if I'm being honest. But it's clearly something raunchy, like, very much so. So yeah. Travis is ranked number 10 now. And you have to climb, and basically how every No More Heroes game from what I've played is structured, is that you have to climb through each ranking, like, step by step, starting with 10, then you have to go up to 9, 8, 7, so on and so forth. So yeah. I'm gonna skip past this real quick, considering that's basically just an intro cutscene, if anything.
One is gone.
So
Did
yeah.
Black Hole get killed? I see. Dead, huh? That's kind of funny.
It was that man.
Somebody you know? Looks like not all humans are weaklings after all. This ought to be fun.
Sir, it is time.
Okay.
Oh, time for a meeting? Sweet. Let me watch.
Fu, wait. This is a board meeting. It's important.
Huh. You know what?
This is a
I
bitchin'
just
room.
really want to try and
Nice
finish off this
work,
video
David.
already. I've been
You're really
working
coming
so
up, huh?
long on this
And you even
that
followed
it's
my
just
orders like a good little boy, too.
really getting on my nerves by now. Like,
Fu,
I just
I
really want
told
to be
you,
finished
this is a
with this
board
video.
meeting.
Like, I really
keep
like this
quiet
game.
and sit
Don't
down
get me
over
wrong.
there.
I just want to try and move on to other
These are
games,
like
since I probably
really
don't even
capable
have much
dudes, huh?
time left,
Of
if anything.
course. There's
So,
specialists
yeah.
in a wide range of...
Yeah. Bunch of losers. Well, we're even more
Jesus
capable.
Christ,
So it's
Boo.
cool if I go ahead and fire these guys. Right, Damon?
Yeah.
Done! Stop this!
He killed all of them.
Don't worry.
I mean, come on.
You're
What
a good
else
secretary.
would happen
I'll allow you
with
to
a
live.
quick spike to the head? Like, through
Okay,
the top
that's
of the
enough
head,
for the
then
entertainment.
instant
Time
death.
for a strategy meeting.
You know?
Damon, whip out the blueprints for the fighting arena.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Who's
here.
gonna be taken down?
What are these blueprints? Who made this?
Yeah. Blatantly so.
So this city was just built without permission?
Oh, come on. You've heard of LASIK before, right? Do you still remember?
You mean...
Ah. Taking over this planet is too simple and boring. So I decided to go with a game of conquest. Wouldn't it be hella fun if we got some humans to take on the galactic superhero rankings? Apparently some asshole took out Black Hole. Hey you, secretary. Get the president on the line.
The president?
Did you not hear me?
So, destroying the planet. That was your plan? Ever since way back then?
Cute little me from back then and the handsome ass me now? We're the same. Nothing's changed.
So yeah, it turns out whenever
Come on,
Boo
Damon.
and Damon met,
Trust me.
Damon was like 10.
He is on the line, sir.
So yeah.
Mr. President, you're gonna hold an emergency press conference. Let's make a joint announcement.
I will not. Whatever you thugs are...
Oh, okay then. I guess I've got no choice. Do it.
I am Jess Baptiste VI, aka Fu. I'm Prince of the Baptiste system, and you can call me Lord Fu.
Listen up, Earthling aliens. I'm about to conquer this planet. But simply conquering it is no fun. And there's probably gonna be some resistance.
Alright, let's just see what I can do. I gotta stop Boo as quickly as possible. I really gotta stop him. Like, easily so. Like, he's just way too big of a
I
threat
won't
to
run
be
or
standing.
I'll
So I
be
just
at
gotta
Damon
try
Tower
and, you know,
in
climb through the
Utopialand.
ranks, and take
Anyone is
out
welcome.
Boo as quickly as possible.
Looks like
But
we've got a
yeah, I don't know what I can
contestant
really do to try and take him out quickly, though. You know what? This cutscene is taking way too long. I'm just gonna skip the rest of it.
The year 2020.
Yeah, that might as well be skipped too.
No more than 10 hours
Since
of
this video has
gaming
gone on
today.
for like way too long, if I'm being honest. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick. And then that's just gonna be the end of today's video, if anything. Alright. Let's just see what I can do here. Hopefully there isn't a cutscene. Okay, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.
Not bad.
Bye-bye.
Not